Yes, thank you. The latest is that a fire crew as well as at least 5 aircraft are continuing their efforts to bring this fire raging on the mountain peaks in the Southern Peninsula under control. Just behind me a short while ago, there were 2 helicopters water bombing this specific area. But I must tell you, standing out here in Hout Bay today, it's extremely warm, temperatures reaching 35 degrees, but luckily no wind today, which could possibly have hampered efforts by firefighting teams. We do know that some schools in the Muizenberg area have advised parents to keep learners home today because of the fire coming quite close to the schools in that area. And then also we have learned since that the Environmental Affairs Minister, Edna Molewa, will be participating in a flyover sometime this afternoon to assess the fire damage and also just to see the efforts undertaken here to bring this fire raging on these mountains under control. What's very important to note is that firefighters across the Western Cape have been hailed as heroes, specifically those that have been battling this blaze since it broke out in the early hours of Sunday morning. Community members, messages of support from near and far on social media, but also people, normal residents coming from the communities surrounding this area, dropping off goods, food, water, really just telling the firefighting teams, look, a job well done. They've been hailed as heroes for their efforts in continuing to bring this fire under control. Now, earlier we spoke to Philip Prince, the fire manager for the Table Mountain National Parks, saying that they don't expect this fire to be doused anytime soon. They do expect that it could still take quite a number of days before this fire is brought under control. We also know that cooler weather and even possibly some rain is forecast tomorrow, and I think that will be very welcome, bring welcome relief not only to the residents but also to those working extremely hard to bring this fire under control here in the South Peninsula. But at this point in time, as I've said, communities really rallying around all the efforts since early morning Sunday to bring these fires to an end.
Thank you for the update, Vanessa. That was our reporter, Vanessa Poonah. Now, here's what's been said on social media. Nabila says the firefighters fighting the Muizenberg fire are the real MVPs, hashtag mad respect. En Latib says big shout out to the chaps at VWS Fires. They have volunteered, risked their lives to fight a completely natural occurrence. Lady Chelsea says makes me sad to think about all the animals that are affected by the fire. Jamil says CT fire, hashtag Muizenberg fire, help rescue surviving wildlife. Meet at 1 p.m. or 5 p.m. opposite Noordhoek village. Bring good shoes, water, a hat. It's 40 degrees. Melinda says really feeling for our firefighters in this heat. Hashtag Muizenberg at VWS Fires. Stay safe, guys. And Daniela says thoughts with the firefighters.